Good evening and welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ. We're back again this week and we have a guest, Ryan from over at Maker Deloach 238. Actually, it's Maker 238 Deloach, I think it is. But we've had him on and I looked it up the other day and it's been like 4 years. So.
Oh my God, no, it hasn't.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it's been 4 years. And we talked, I went back and reviewed some of the show. We talked about when you made your pool. Remember when you made your pool out of the dumpster?
Yeah, I got a good 3 years out of it. And then now the kids are old enough to where they don't really show interest in that too much unless we're on vacation. So I don't put the chemicals and the money and the effort in it. It's been sitting open for about 1.5 years now.
So really? Put fish in it.
Yeah.
It's a mosquito pond now. I've got a little Harbor Freight pump in there. It does its best, but yeah, I don't know. I can't let it go. I'll probably cut off, the section that's got the paint on it, and then I'll probably just scrap the rest of it. It was a fun project while it lasted.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool myself.
It's kind of amazing and sad at the same time because it's like, man, I remember when you built it and it was so awesome, and then now the end has come to it, and everything must pass.
Yeah, and all the work you put into that deck around it.
Yeah, well, I really didn't spend a lot of money on the project. It might look, big and fancy, but I could probably get more. Scrap's higher now than it was then. To be honest with you, I can probably get more out of it, the entire project, just by scrapping what I have. But yeah, so heck yeah.
Ryan, I was talking to my cousins last night. I'm down here for a funeral, and I told them about you. I didn't know you were going to be on the show until today, but I was telling them about you and about that pool. None of them would believe me until I got the YouTube videos out and showed them. And they're like, there's not a chance somebody built a pool out of a trash compactor.
Yeah, I won't give you my address, but you can see it from space. which is
well, that and the
cool.
Great China Wall, yeah.
If you want someone really geeks out on there, they could probably find it. But
you ought to throw you some catfish in there.
Yeah, I have a hard time keeping a garden. I do good, feeding the pets twice a day. If I added something else right now, my ADHD, I don't know if I could do it.
Either that or Nile perch.
Yeah.
Algae.
Yeah. So, do y'all want to see the Scion truck? Has everybody seen it? Is that what y'all want to talk about?
That's the next milestone, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the last?
I still got some light, which the benefit of I've got 5G connection, so we should be able to do it.
Good.
I need to get a transmission for it because first gear is kind of slipping. But I can show y'all a little bit of it right here.
Grind them if you can't find them.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that was a two-door, right?
It was a four-door.
It was
it was originally a Scion XB. They kind of look like the little toaster, little minivans, toaster box ovens, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah,
toaster sounds like a good word.
But yeah, I had one in high school. I had it for about 3 years and it got totaled. But I remember even then going outside and looking at it and being like, I believe I could just cut that whole back section off and then slide everything forward and make a pickup truck out of it, you know? And I just, life happened. I had 2 kids and I finally saved up enough money. COVID hit and found one on Marketplace. And I just pulled the trigger and stared at it for about a year, and all my buddies and my family knows I had permanent marker on my car for over a year, and I would constantly move the lines. I would just go out there and I'd look at it and I'd be like, maybe I could probably get 3 more inches so I could sit back further. And then finally one day I said, screw it, man, let's do it. I pulled it in the shop. I got the cordless die grinder out. I just went to town.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say within the first night, I had it pretty much put together. Just with self-tappers, I just kind of was like, well, I can hold everything in place with the self-tappers, get it where I want it, and then kind of weld everything in place and, fabricate off of that. So,
yeah. Well,
Yeah, the Scion, the Kia Soul, and Toyota, I think, had one. They're all like those lunchbox looking cars.
the Kia Soul, the back door is at a little bit more of an angle. My Scion's perfect because it's like the old S10s or the CTN Customs where it's flat all the way down, even with the bed line. Where the Kia Soul, if next time you look at it, because we've got about 50,000 of them around here, the back door glances up and then cuts directly in the middle of the tail light. And so I'd have to come up with something completely custom because my buddy's got one and we've already talked about it. And I'm like, well, I could do it, but not as easy.
Right.
So, did you do anything?
Scion had a little bit better lines, in other words, to cut that out.
Yeah, and it all has to do with the tail light. If I can keep the original tail light, I like that look. A lot of people have tried to put old Chevy lights on the back of them, or like the Volkswagen round lights where they fiberglass them in or do something like that. That takes away from what it is. I still want people to know it's a Scion XB.
Right. Yes.
And that's because that's like that rat rod look. As soon as you look at a rat rod, you're like, I know exactly what that used to be.
Yeah.
And I could tell what he did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, does it have a third tail light or stoplight?
Yes, I kept the original one, and the windshield wiper still works in the back.
Where you did?
Yeah.
You just move it all in?
Everything just moved forward.
Yeah.
I rerouted the wiring harness and the fluids for the windshield wiper. Yeah.
So then you took the back of the cab, and you cut the back seat out, and you moved the back of the cab into behind the front cab.
You didn't watch my YouTube video?
Yeah.
Huh?
You didn't watch his YouTube video?
I'm just teasing. Hold on, let me show you. Let me get it over here.
It's content, folks. Give me.
Oh, I see. It's like an interview for the viewers. All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can
For
you
those
see
that
it?
haven't seen it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
I like that.
Can you see? I don't know how good the light is.
And
Well,
see,
it's good enough you can see. I can see the arm of the windshield wiper. So
right.
So I've got the windshield wiper, the third brake light. Well, here. Everybody knows my phone number now.
But isn't that why it's
Yeah.
on the outside of the door?
Yeah.
Well, that's
That
for
is-
people in town. That's for like my handyman service.
Hey, you could
But
be doing
yeah,
some
it's
long
a-
distance handymanning too.
I just
You can
like
see it real good.
the I like the shortness of it. It's like like I just love how it's compact little truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, I like the tailgate.
And that's all ash that I had sawmilled here locally in town. You can see out of my buddy's backyard. All the oak came from my buddy's backyard.
Nice.
So I had my hand on literally all of it, all the license plates or ones I've collected on vehicles and that I've personally owned. And I look like a mess, y'all. Sorry, I didn't do my hair or nothing for this. I've been building a metalworking shop. I've been doing a lot of more metalworking enough to where I needed like a dedicated shop for it. So I've been, excuse my voice, I'm hoarse, allergies as well, but I've been putting metal roof on all day. So I'm sun-baked.
I bet. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching one of your videos. I was watching was when you made the island out of wood and metal for your kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
That's still doing great. That's probably one of my favorite pieces I've made.
I was going to say it looks nice. I mean, when I was first watching you do it, I was kind of trying to figure out how in the world is he going to make this come together. But when you see the end of it and see it in the kitchen, I was like, wow, it looks really damn nice.
Thank you. If anybody's familiar with YouTube, you might know Jimmy DeResta.
Oh, yeah.
I just got back maybe about a month ago from his go-kart track. Everybody brought their homemade go-karts. I made this really cool Mad Max looking go-kart. We all took it up there. That was a lot of fun. It was the first time in person, I was around that many makers that kind of thought like I did. So that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Well, that's a scary thought.
Isn't he like the godfather of makers?
He's been on YouTube, I think he said 16 or 17 years. I overheard him talking to somebody.
I've got stools. I've got stools with his name engraved on it. He puts stuff out like that.
Yeah, I've been following. I guess the guy I kind of learned how to use most of everything from is Jimmy. Just watching YouTube videos. That's what I encourage, like my viewers. There's so much you can do with your hands just by watching someone else do it. If you're a good monkey and monkey see, monkey do, and you're all right with failing and just not giving up, that's the biggest thing. Being all right with, hey, that really sucks. I need to remake that and do it better the next time.
Can I add something? Imitation is the best form of flattery. Okay.
Yeah.
You do something. Now, some people will get upset, but some will go, wow.
No, I imitate. That's all we can do as humans is take up what else we get from everybody else, make it a part of us, tell other people about where you got it from. You know what I mean? Like with stained glass work, I picked that up the day Jimmy DeResta released his stained glass video. I've sold so much stained glass where I've probably paid for half my building just by selling stained glass work in the side. Not even putting a lot of time and effort into it. It's just you have to try to do something.
Do you have a sample?
Yeah. I mean, y'all got me walking all over the place.
That's okay.
Steps in today. We're bound to get your steps in for you.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not hot here today after doing a roof.
It feels so good right now. I only put about half my screws on, and so I'm hoping when I hop off here, I can still get some time. Yeah, I've got some samples. Give me 1 second. Let me turn this light on and let my hound dog out. Is anybody familiar with Rick and Morty? The cartoon?
Beyond, no. Yes, a little.
I did.
Not much. I know a guy that knows a lot about Rick and Morty. Does that count?
There's that one.
Cool.
And then
Yeah, that came out nice.
I got some. Those are the only. I did a little bat.
Man, that is very awesome.
Yeah, most of what I make, it just kind of comes to like, hey, are you selling that? I'm like, sure, I'll sell that. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all want to see the building?
Sure.
Now, YouTube has not seen any part of it, so y'all should feel special, you and your viewers.
Okay, cool.
Thanks for telling me.
I was using that building. That was my neighbor's, but then I just built this one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I remember when you were over there. Yes.
Nice space.
So there's where all of my woodworking projects mainly go down is right there, and then I'll have a big metalworking shop right there.
I call them shenanigans.
Yes, tomfoolery is what we call it.
There you go. So you call them tomfoolery. Very good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, I wish I had more light out here. Or I was more clever with the computer, and I could show y'all pictures of the car. Every time I go out, everybody I get so many looks. I've gotten so many people stop me and being like, "Did you make that? Did you buy that?" And I've gotten welding jobs from it, just driving it around. I just got to look at my dog and he'll stop. Yeah, I mean, it's a good promotion to kind of show off a little bit of everything I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all for self-promotion. I do shameless self-promotion all the time. Yes, just find me at Killbot79763. Oh, sorry, guys. I digress.
Yeah. Well, you got, like, I started working for myself about a year and a half ago, and I mean, you really do everywhere you go, you know, because you never know who you're going to meet. And
especially.
Yeah, I did a really cool ornate iron fence job for somebody. You know, I've never done that before, you know, but they were like, "We noticed that you did welding. Can you do this?" And so, yeah, sure. You know, and I've gotten 3 other fence jobs from it, you know, and so you just have to not be scared to just do stuff.
Yeah,
I agree.
Never say no until you're retired.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was looking at your go-kart build, so you actually built that from scratch. I mean, I thought maybe you took another go-kart and assembled it, but no, you built that from scratch.
Yeah, from the ground up. I basically just sat on the garage floor and laid out some tape where my butt would sit, where my feet would sit. Made it too short the first time and had to add a foot. But yeah, it's a blast, man. It'll go probably 50 miles an hour, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey Russ, that's why we got him to come on.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just cheap. That's all that it boils down to. I mean, I don't like buying stuff. Because if you can look at it and be like, pretty sure someone kind of like myself probably made something similar, you know, and that's just yeah, I don't know. I like challenges. So
how'd you come up with the front suspension system? Now those parts you bought and assembled, but I mean, what made you come up with those particular parts?
I looked at the scrapyard is about a mile from my house, and he had a lot of those John Deere gators, you know, like maintenance gators. They were all torn apart, and so all the plastic was off the front end. And I looked at it, and I saw that it was just basically 2 horseshoe-looking pieces stacked on top of one another with the plate on the bottom. And I was like, well, that kind of looks like 4-wheeler parts. And so instead of getting go-kart parts, I just searched children's 4-wheeler parts on Amazon.
Okay.
And it's half the price of go-kart parts. Because you got to think, if you're using 2 of those stacked up in the front for a little kid, you know, you just beef it up a little bit and you can use it on a go-kart.
Oh, yeah. Because
that's all those are.
you made it for flat track anyway, so it's not like you were climbing hills or rocks or anything.
It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's for a cow pasture. That's what I made it for. Is, you know,
Yeah.
I've got, you know, what is this? 10 acres right here. You know, my buddy's got a big field that we romp around in. You know, just trying to bring out that part of my childhood that I wish my daddy could have been more a part of. You know, like
Oh,
with
yeah.
the dingo, which it's on my YouTube channel, where I go through and I redo an 85 or an 84 dingo
Yeah.
yard cart, and my boy came outside. As soon as I pulled it, he came outside. He said, "Daddy, what's that?" I said, "It's a go kart." He said, "Can I ride that?" I said, "Heck yeah, you can, dude." 3 hours. My son was on that go kart the first day. You know, and you know, he's 14. If anybody knows kids these days, they're all about devices. And so to
Oh,
see
yeah.
him not on a device, you know, for 3 hours, I was like, dude, we're gonna, you know, I'm gonna go through this thing and I'm gonna really do it up. So I gave that one to him. I started making mine. Jimmy reached out and said, "Hey, are you coming up to the go-kart thing?" And I said, "Dude, that's so crazy because I'm building one right now." Yeah, and so I just kind of stayed after it. That's about a 3-week build, the go-kart is. Um, you know, just getting off work, you know, putting 3 hours on it until it's dinner time and going staring at it and thinking about what I want to do the next day. And that's
How
my,
many
my
horsepower
tisms
is
is what
the
I call it.
how many horsepower is the motor on the back of that?
It is a Predator 212. We did a stage 1 kit on it, and it's got the centrifugal belt clutch, you know, so
Yeah.
it'll like instantly. I don't know what horsepower. I'm not good with that stuff.
Okay. I was just curious.
You can catch those Predator 212s. I think they go down to like 119, and then you can use your little twice a year coupon. And I got mine for $89. You know, and if you know the lady at Harbor Freight, you can be like, maybe I can buy 2 of those. You know.
The lady in Harbor,
So
you gotta know.
yeah, I'm in there
It's only
5 times a week, so everybody knows me
it's
by
only
name. So
6.5 horsepower.
How many?
6.5 horsepower.
That's
it
not bad.
will giddy up. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
telling you.
I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger than that, but if 6.5 is pushing you at 50 miles an hour, that's a good hump.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
155. I mean, and if you put the pedal down, I mean, it'll take you back. I've had the front wheels come off if you're on a hill. Because if anybody's familiar with North Georgia, there is Dalton Carpet. There's a little go-kart shop, Crazy Carts, a little hole in the wall. I mean, just guy's been there for about 25 years. You walk in there, you spend 30 minutes in there, and he'll tell you how to build a go-kart right. So I just kind of took all that and kind of went with it. You know, you don't want your rear end wider than 42 inches, depending on what you're doing. You know, you can do some math and some stuff, but I'm more of a redneck hillbilly mathematician. You know,
So you use your fingers and this and kind of measure with this right here when you go measure and stuff.
well, that's an
Yeah,
inch.
there you go.
You know,
That's
and then
exactly.
like
I
with my
line everything up
rafters,
with my elbow. You line everything up with your elbow. That's how I level stuff.
I think mine was an inch until I got arthritis in it.
I tried to do the proper math on the rafters, and then I was like, I mean, I did it, and I made the first one, but I was like, let me see how fast I can do the second one by just setting it up there and using my pencil. And I cut the two out, and they were about near the same. And I'm like, wasted all that time on that math and trying to figure it out, but you know,
Yeah.
we do what we
All
can.
people do is this.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
see y'all
Chip.
later.
See ya,
All right,
Paul.
Paul.
It's nice to see you, Paul. Well, good night, Paul.
Jeff's Train World wants to know if you're any relationship to Charles Deloach.
No, I'm the last one of my line of Deloaches. We all came from Florida in the early 1800s, and then the rest of us came from France and like the southern part of England. But I'm the last one of my Deloach line. Well, my
that's
my
me
kids, but
me and my brother are the last ones of our line.
And he lives in Monroe, Louisiana.
I've actually got a whole nother set of family in Shreveport, Louisiana, because my mom's mom died when my mom was 4. So there's like a whole nother set of family over there. I just never met.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I know. But heck yeah, man. I'm gonna hop off here in about a few minutes because I gotta, like I said, I'm gonna try to get the rest of those screws on. Do y'all have any other questions or anything?
Not that I know of.
Where'd you say you get wood at down here?
I get mine if I'm just doing building supplies. Hiawassee, like hardwood. I go up to Tellico Plains. There is a sawmill up there. Actually, down in Cleveland, my buddy Sam's got a sawmill. If I need to get like maple and poplar, he does a lot of oak.
Yeah, I can get that up by my house.
Most of my stuff, I just, I mean, I don't really use fine wood anymore. One, customers don't really want to pay for it. And so a lot of the stuff I'll do is like a Douglas fir, a pretty straight grain, soft wood. And then just build up my protective finish, maybe do 5, 6, 7 coats of polyurethane, sanding 212 in between. And you can kind of get it close to what someone wants, because they don't like paying hardwood prices.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, and as expensive.
Who does?
Yeah.
Leonard Davis wants to know, now that you're in business for yourself, how's your business going?
Good. I like to, I have customers that I know I can make fair labor on. I'm a little bit cheaper than most people, but then there's a lot of cases where, like today, I went to someone's house, and I probably did 3 hours worth of work for this lady, and I barely charged her anything, because it was a lot of little things like honeydew stuff, and to me, I get a lot more pleasure off of doing little projects like that, because I know how many times I walk around the house and I see all the things I need to do, and especially for someone that can't do it themselves. And I just come through in a couple hours and they're like, "Oh my God, you know how long we've been looking at all?" I'm like, "No, it ain't nothing." But I enjoy that a lot.
Nice.
I enjoy being able to slow down a lot. Because I've worked, since I was 17. Pretty hard, 50, 60 hours a week. And now I don't have to do that as much. So I'm pretty lucky to be able to do that. Yeah, and I get to pick my daughter up and take her to school every day. So that there's a bonus, So that's good for me. You get to spend time with the
When you
kids
work
more.
for yourself like that, that makes it a lot nicer.
Oh yeah. But heck yeah.
And Leonard Davis, he does handyman work. He want to know what type of work you're doing. So he's a handyman. He does anything and everything. Whatever is broke, he fixes.
I do up to heavy equipment repair, stained glass, leather work, furniture repair. I've gone into beauty salons and redone some dryers. I mean, just anything. I have appliance repairs. I mean, the thing is, if you're handy enough and you can get on YouTube and watch someone that really knows how to do it, hey, I mean, isn't that how everybody kind of gets good at stuff?
Exactly. Practice, practice, practice.
And, and just thinking ahead, always playing chess in your head. If you can picture where it needs to go and try to figure out every step, I enjoy doing that. So
Yeah.
I understand that. Every time I do a project, my father-in-law asks me, "Where'd you get the plans?" I'm like, "What plans?"
Yeah.
I design as I go.
yeah,
Measure twice,
all
cut
up
once.
here, baby.
Measure
Measure once,
twice.
cut 3 times.
No, Chris.
Yeah. Or if it's with metal, you just be like, "Nah, that's the way I wanted it. That's the way it's supposed to look."
Exactly. I meant to do that. Yeah. So,
You can always add metal.
yep.
Yes, you can.
You can always
I've
add
enjoyed working with metal, not to trade sides from woodworking, but you just, man, I can make a metal table a heck of a lot faster than I can make one out of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because time's money. And so if
Yep.
if I can get $125 for a table and it takes me 2 days to make it out of wood, or it takes me a couple hours to make it out of metal. So I'm losing light.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I see that.
Brian Woodward says there's no mistakes. Plan changes.
Right.
Yeah.
Pivot.
Yes.
All right. Well, Ryan, you get out of here before it gets so dark you can't even see how to get home.
Yeah, man. I love it.
Man, thank y'all again for having me on, and sorry about the difficulty at the beginning. And
That's all right. No problems.
Now you're drifting into darkness.
Well, you have a great day. See ya.
all right, y'all have a
See
good
you,
weekend.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Maker 238.
Yeah. And
And-
so if y'all,
There's
Al, if you would please get a hold
there's
of
the
his.
link right there.
Oh, is that, you already put it in there? There you
Link
go. Okay.
to YouTube.
Yeah, he's got some really great videos on some of the stuff he does, and he's also on the Scion truck that he made. He's got the videos in that. He's got the go-kart build video in there. So
He
And
made a
then
really cool anvil out of a railroad tie.
yeah,
That was a really, I like that. I almost went out and tried to find a piece of railroad tie for that. Hey, I did look. You can see that swimming pool trash compactor from space.
Are you serious?
Well, it's out in his backyard. Yeah, it's out in his backyard.
He
and
installed.
also he made the kitchen islands cabinet in his for himself, and that's in part of his videos. I was watching that the other day, and I was like I said, when he first starts out welding it, you kind of wonder what it's going to look like, but it looks really, really nice, and did a really good job on that.
He's having a lot of fun, and he's young yet to do that stuff. That's good. He's doing it because we used to do all that on the farm with my brothers, and he's having a lot of fun.
Yep.
Gold carts and dirt bikes. Oh my God, we used to build stuff.
Yeah, I got to get me a MIG welder. I got a stick welder, but I need a MIG. Stick don't do as good on thinner metals that I want to mess with.
I've been wanting to learn how to do it.
MIG does.
You should get a TIG then and learn that. You would love it for all different metals.
Yeah, I thought about TIG too, but nowadays with the new welders that they make, you can get a combination TIG, MIG, and stick.
Yeah.
So you can have all three.
My youngest son wanted to learn how to weld, so I got him a nice welder, and he took it. He went in the Air Force. He took it with him, and now he's coming back at the end of the month, so I get the welder back in the garage. So I'll get to play with it.
Yeah, I learned
Did you
on
buy it for him or you?
Yeah.
TIG allows you to do some precision welding on thin metal and stuff. It's really good. And MIG is a lot easier for thicker materials, and of course stick is just the traditional. Where I find it easier to just quarter thick stuff instead of sheet metal. You can do sheet metal too, but
Stick welding is for doing ships, building ships.
yeah, exactly. Really, really hard stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Big, thick, heavy duty.
When I got out of high school, I was went to Inland Steel Company. I was an apprentice millwright. It was like a maintenance mechanic in the coke plant. And one of the foremen grabbed about 3 or 4 of us and said, "Hey, I need to build a wheel rack." And it was the wheels for the train cars. So they were, two wheels and the thing in the middle. And he just got a bunch of railroad rail and taught us how to weld by welding the rails together so you could make a rack out of them. And then one of the union welders came in and saw what he was doing. He goes, "You better get that welding thing out of those guys' hands, or I'm gonna file a grievance on you."
Yeah.
So we had to put all this stuff. We couldn't even, we were learning.
Yeah.
He comes in and he's like, we had to stop, so we had to put all the stuff away. And yeah, it was fun though. I kind of like doing it. I got pretty decent at it at the end.
Some of the easiest rods to use are 11/68. I remember on the farm. Then you put the bigger machinery plates. Well, then you put 3 beads all the way down. The bigger parts.
Yeah,
Wire feed is so easy to do. It's like coloring.
Yeah.
And then the TIG welding is really nice because you can do it on so many different metals and such small little nice lathe, just like laying down a row of dimes, only half that size.
Yeah. TIG is really easy to do. I mean, it really is. Once you get the hang of it, you keep that puddle flowing. TIG is I would say probably the easiest.
Anybody out in the chat
I'm sorry.
about it? I don't have access to YouTube tonight. Anybody talking about that in the chat?
What's that?
About what?
Welding.
Actually, no, nobody's.
Leonard Davis said that Jim, you should just go find a rail track and cut a chunk out.
I want to make that. Well, it's weird because my father-in-law had a really nice anvil, and I got it, before we closed on the house and everything to sell it. And then my son wanted to take it with the welder, and I'm like, okay, go ahead and take it. And I thought I'd never see it again, but now that he's coming back home, I'll get the anvil back too. So I get the welder and the anvil back.
You get a chunk of that 12 inches long, that railroad track. That shit is heavy.
Yeah.
Look what it's holding. Look what it's holding up. I mean, it's crazy.
Yep.
It makes a good small anvil too.
Yeah.
Leonard says that he, I guess, and he lost a bet. He lost $100 bet. He thought, or somebody was going to weld with a TIG an aluminum foil, and he lost. I guess he said, "No, you can't do that."
Yeah.
Wow, that's skill.
I'd have to see that there.
Never make a bet you aren't 100% sure you can
believe it. I've done it on real thin 16th inch aluminum, but I would have to see tin foil. I want to see that.
Right? That's what he's saying.
Until I see it.
Surely somebody's got a YouTube channel with them doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, look what the robots do now. They just lay a perfect bead all the way around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're so steady.
Yeah.
So steady. Yeah.
Nothing to it.
We've got a guy at our church that was in the Navy, and he TIG welded on the submarine's nuclear reactors.
Yeah, those guys make the bucks when they get out of the Navy. God.
If you really want to do it, under the water, do the deep diving welding underwater. That's just one of the
That's
most
where money is.
in the world.
The maritime.
We had a guy. We had a guy that would come into the. Oh, sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
No, the maritime industry was the same. They want guys who can weld underwater.
Yeah.
Major money.
We had a guy when I was at Inland Steel that would come in and go underwater and weld the big main pumps, water pumps out of Lake Michigan, and pump or weld any holes and stuff that wore in the pumps. And He was a really nice guy. We all got to know him really well. And then we heard like a couple of weeks after he'd been in doing some jobs for us that they found him, his air hose got twisted up. Somebody bumped the pump and it ran for a second and shut off. His air hose got caught in it and they didn't know it.
Ooh.
And they found him just sitting against the, the pump. Those pumps are like 6 feet in diameter, the shells are. And they just found him at the bottom of a river someplace, just sitting next to it like he was drinking a cup of coffee or something, drowned.
That's
But that was, he said if he could get it, his life insurance was so expensive that he couldn't hardly even afford it.
Yeah.
But that's a dangerous job, man. Underwater welding.
Yeah.
Those guys make a fortune.
Dixon, I found a video and I posted it out in the chat of some guy that welded that TIG welded a piece of aluminum foil. It's out in the chat if you want to look at it.
I gotta take a look at that.
Yeah, you were saying no way. I want to see it. There's the proof.
And I better not suspect AI.
No, I don't think it's AI. No, I don't think it's AI at all. No. Yeah. No. You don't see the guy's the electrode going into the guy's hand and coming out.
If you set it up right, I gotta see it. You probably could.
Yeah, the video's but a couple of minutes. I mean, it's not that bad. But anyway,
there's different thicknesses of tin foil too. I want to see if it's a roll of that aluminum tin foil you cook with, or if it's that tin foil tray that I can understand. That thickness.
It is. I can't.
1/4-inch tin foil.
No. It looks like aluminum foil that you would cook with. I can't see anything.
A tin dish, then I could see that.
I can't see anything to prove it, but it does look. You know how the aluminum foil's got like little dimples in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Little dots. Yeah. And let's see in the more. He doesn't say what the material is. Used a 3/8-inch clamp.
I'm watching it right now.
Clamp to foil to clamp down the foil down tight so that it can't burn away from while being welded. Use enough amperage. I use 50 amps to melt the foil, but not the bars. That makes sense. Yeah. So there it is.
He's cleaning up with a router like a block. Okay, here we go. Hold on a minute now. That don't look like thin tin foil. Oh yeah, okay.
Right?
Oh, you know what that looks like though? That looks like 2000s shim stock.
You think with the little dots in it?
He's got 2 blocks. He made 2 aluminum blocks.
Yeah.
And he's pinching it together. That you can do. And now he's taking the edge, and that looks like 2000s shim block. That's not tin foil. And now he's going to take the edge of it. That'll work. He's got a jig, and he's melting and taking the edge of it. But it looks like tin. It looks like 2000s shim stock, not the tin foil you cook with.
It looked like aluminum foil to me.
No, I can see now what he's doing. That that I can believe. That sure
I don't know. It looks like it was torn from the aluminum foil packet. You know how it's got the serrated edge on it and everything.
No, he cut squares, and it sure looked like it was a little springy, like shim stock. I used that down at work, and now he's pinched it between 2 blocks, and that's what it's going to do. It's going to fuse that edge together, and he's going to take the blocks out. That I can see.
At the end, he's holding a sphere over it where the weld is, and in fact, he's got it clamped down too. And I see where it looks like it.
Yeah, you're right. He pinched it and he melted. He fused it. Without that jig, you'd never do it. He'd never
correct.
do it.
Correct. Because see that keeps the foil from burning back, and it's not there's not enough amperage to actually weld the aluminum bars. So right there, he just laid it down. Yeah, that was real smart actually.
Yes, to use that jig.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many tricks and stuff there.
Oh yeah.
You learn it all, and then all of a sudden, well, now what? You leave, and they say, "Go away. We don't want you. You're too old."
Anyways.
Chris, when do y'all Where do y'all, when you do your model building, where are you posting your videos?
I'm not doing videos of building the models.
No, I'm talking about when you do the live.
Oh,
I'm
I
streaming
don't
it.
post. Talk to Al. He's the one who does all the technical work.
Oh, you're
It's on
doing it
my-
on your channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Model Day with Chris and Al. We're up to episode 5.
Bring your coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just curious. I heard y'all say something about it earlier, so I was just
Yeah.
curious as to.
I never
But you're
did.
actually- You're actually doing it on Chris Al's channel. He's streaming it on his channel.
Yeah, and I'm building a model and he's building a model.
Right.
So we just split the channel in half.
Doing the space pod.
Yeah. You want to join us building models, Dave?
I'm updating it like it could be an actual useful aircraft. So.
Yeah.
All right. Would you like to join us? Build some models?
Oh, I don't have time right now.
And actually, if another person, then we could quarter the screen, and it'd probably look a lot better. The third's just.
I've got a lot I got on my plate that I have to get done, and so.
And I don't.
The next few weeks. So.
At least you don't have a closet full of model boxes.
No, I don't have that. I think I may.
Man, Chris, I would have like panic attacks if I had that closet full of boxes.
See, the thing is, it's a collection. It's just not buying kits in general. There's some valuable ones in there. There's some where the molds were destroyed. So.
And it is so cool to just go up to the shelf and go, oh.
And to buy them, when you get them in an auction, the fun part is you got it. The other guy didn't.
That's why I'm making such good money, because they don't have the molds anymore.
Yeah, well,
so you cat up the buildings.
Good
they
point.
Don't have the molds for the blast furnaces anymore, the HO scale or O scale. I made 2 big O scale ones. A guy begged me to make O scale in Virginia and one in Michigan, and I said, give me 3 weeks. And then I sold the kits. I sent them right up there. They threw the money right in PayPal, $580 for the kit.
Wow.
O scale.
I think I may have 3, maybe 4. 3 models.
Well,
in boxes.
Well, you can always do like this, the cellophane, and open the boxes up.
No, they're worth more in the box. These are collector ones.
Yeah.
To whom? To whom?
I had somebody offer it. I paid like $30-40 for one. I had somebody offer me $300 for it.
Well, why
In
didn't you
Bitcoin or just regular?
No,
Why didn't you sell it?
It was an older model that I bought back when I was probably in my 20s. I used to do some of the model building when I was in my teens.
Was it
But I bought
Aurora?
this one in my 20s, and I had it for years and years and years. And I forgot we were talking. A friend of mine, while we were talking, and he was talking about he built models, and he was asking me about it. So, but I decided to keep it.
Yeah, I built models like when I was 15. The first one I built was the 57 Chevy. I like that car so much when I was 15.
That is a cool one.
Yeah.
That was really
I think the
cool.
last one I bought is a Star Wars model. I think I showed it here on.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
And it had the chrome engine too. And the hood came up. It had the chrome engine.
Nice.
57
Yeah.
Chevy. Then I built the 54.
The car model crowd is still going strong.
Yeah.
The problem is the kits have gotten way expensive for kids to buy. And everybody's buying these aftermarket parts now. As Dixon, you know, because you probably sell them. So they buy these aftermarket parts to jazz up their model. And the kids don't want to be able to have to buy a basic plane to have to go buy other parts later. You know?
They don't know what they're missing playing all them video games all day.
Oh, I agree.
They don't understand. Just like all my first airplanes I built, my B-70, it was scratch built. I mean, they don't know what they're missing. And then you appreciate it more when you're using it or flying it.
Yeah, I started when I was a kid. I logged a lot of hospital time back then, and great way to fill my time. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the only time I stopped is when I was in college because I just didn't have the time for it. So
Keeps your brain going and everything.
Absolutely.
Leonard Davis said he used to do the metal cast models. Those
Yeah,
were
I
nice.
remember I had a Model A and a
Really?
Model T, but they were the big ones. I don't remember what scale, and they were cool. They were cast metal, and I painted all different, the doors green and what they're supposed to be, and it was pretty neat. I don't know if you can get them anymore.
Yeah.
They had been way bigger than 1/64th because the Model T and the Model A. One had a rumble seat. They would have been almost G scale.
Yeah.
So Monday at 7?
Noon.
Is that what we agreed on, Chris?
No, 7. I'm not even out of bed yet.
11. Monday at
your
11.
Time, noon my time, yes.
Yeah. Monday at 11 a.m. my time, right? That's my time,
Yes, that's noon to me.
which is
That's
12.
against the law once you're retired. I get up at 5, but I ain't doing nothing till 9 o'clock.
My uncle down here gets us up for breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like you don't even want to come down here.
I go to
I'll find a
breakfast
new uncle.
sometimes about 10 after 7 every day with my brothers.
Yeah. Even though I'm been retired for quite a few years, I still wake up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, not after you drive 10 hours. You
you
don't.
get retired and all of a sudden you're beating your body to death since 6 in the morning until late at night. So all of a sudden you're dead tired at 9:30. I'm dead tired sometimes at 9:30, and I'm thinking, God, go to bed. And then I get up at 5 because you go to bed so early. That's
So
okay.
Russ, out in the chat is the stream that Chris and I are going to do. I was going to say 7 a.m. again, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern. Chris is building the Lost in Space pod, and I'm building the what's 9-inch, 7-inch Enterprise, whatever size this is. But anyway, just since you asked.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep. Well, listen, it's just about time anyway, so we only got a few more minutes. So, and I got a couple of things I want to do before I go to sleep myself. I'm working on a couple of small projects. But glad to have all y'all on here. I'm glad you're able to be here tonight, Jim. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Jim's muted.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Jim has been is up in Tennessee. His aunt passed away, so he's up there, and he's actually in the hotel lobby to do the show tonight. So if y'all heard some talking in the background a little bit, it was because there's people in the lobby.
Yeah, I got this laptop open. I keep getting accosted by little 2-year-old kids that come over, want to see what's on the laptop.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
So, but thank all y'all for watching. Aussie Man's been out there. Michelle Marcoux, Leonard Davis, just to name a few. And next week, I had a lot of people, especially Aussie Man. He was griping and complaining that he sent his pictures in and we weren't going to use them tonight. So we will do the show and tell and show pictures and projects next Saturday night.
It was my fault.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. I told him his pictures are safe in my email box. It's not like they're going anywhere. It's like nobody can steal them, you know.
So don't forget to give a thumbs up, folks. There's a
thumbs
they're
up.
free.
And but yeah, so Aussie Man, Michelle Marcoux, Leonard Davis, Jeff's Train World, Ryan Woodward's been out there. Yep.
Dan Ingy was there.
Yep. Dan Ingy from Dan Ingy Woodworking. He said he had to go. He was doing something. I forgot what he said, but he couldn't stay the whole time, so he had to go.
It was his sister's
Oh,
birthday.
yes, that's right. His sister's birthday.
Niantic River
birthday. He had to do it.
Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon was out there.
Yep, Chris Nealon. Thank you all for JJE's been out there. Thank you,
Dances with Aardvarks.
Dances with Aardvarks. How you doing? Haven't seen him in a while. I hope you're okay. Mike says, "Are we planning an illegal chop shop?" I'm in.
A chop shop for plastic models.
Well, I think it was back when we were talking about the cutting up the vehicle, the Scion to make it. I don't know. It was way back there.
Well, I can send some pictures of stuff I did a couple years ago.
You ever see them giant shredders where they actually drop a car in?
Yeah, and it just does this.
Really
Yeah.
slow, the power, the gearbox on that, the ratio to so much power.
Exactly.
Then
Yeah,
if you're by Detroit or Chicago or New York, there's bodies in them.
Yeah,
So you get like the
And-
blood splurts out. Yeah.
Here's another thing. It even, I think somebody pointed it out. See, if we hold it off till next week, you get more time to do more projects this week and get them
there you go.
more
Yeah.
pictures done for
Yeah,
next
there you
week.
go.
So
So what do you want? You want them to send it to what?
contest at simplywoodcreations.com. I don't have my little picture anymore. Somehow it's just
See if I can type it. Contest at simplywoodencreations.com.
There it is.
Yep, and it's probably going to be backwards.
Copy and paste his image.
There you go. Huh?
Yep.
Copy and
Contest
paste
at
his image.
simplywoodcreations.com. Yeah.
Send you pictures. Send you pictures.
So we will be back next week. And I found my little signs. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Remember my little signs? And if you haven't already, you can subscribe.
Don't you have like clapping or something like that? Or
I don't know if they got, you have to add all the
okay. You can't just
stuff
do
to
them.
your
Oh,
sounds.
okay.
Yeah. I've got
All right.
applause.
Yep. Yeah. Give a thumbs up, folks.
How about
No, Jeff's not here.
So yeah, listen, if you're too darn busy to get out in your shop, get your butt out in the shop this week so you can make some projects, take some pictures and send them in. So if you're too darn busy, you're just too darn busy, get off your lazy butt and do something. It's about time you got up and made something. So just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
And remember, boys and girls, you don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here.
What he said.
I can't stay here.
Chris
Gotta
said.
leave.
What
See
Chris
ya.
said. And
See
Russ
what's
too.
gonna be ya.
What Russ
See ya. Want to be
and Dixon. Dixon too.